Hey guys, welcome to the Detour podcast. I'm solo at the moment. Iffy's got a couple of internet issues going on, but that's what you expect on the old Detour. It was a massive stage. There was huge crowds up Alpe d'Huez on Bastille Day. They came out in force. We got to drive the final climb, and it was absolute chaos. Before we get to some of the grabs before the stage, I want to send a big shout out to Warren and Jacinta. I got to meet them up on the climb. They're big Detour fans. I said I'd give them a shout out. But what a fantastic ride from Thomas Pidcock. We said to Steve Cummings before the start, what was the plan of attack today? He seemed pretty confident. So let's get straight now to the interviews from before the race, and hopefully if his internet can get sorted before then.
Steve Cummings, we expected fireworks yesterday, but wow, what a stage.
Went off, didn't it?
Did you expect Pogacar to be so aggressive on that second last climb?
Did I expect Pogacar to be so aggressive?
Yeah,
of course, yeah. Like the last few years, he's been super strong, and Jumbo did what we would have liked to have done. They were super strong, and they amazing, really. It was pretty cool to watch how the race unfolded, but also our guys were really strong as well. G, it's maybe not his strength jumping around like that, and he was able to jump around with the best in the world. And then Adam managed his effort really well to come back. So still all to play for. It's always not finished.
Yeah, exactly. It's obviously a big stage today. Bastille Day, Alpe d'Huez. Geraint's obviously got great memories there. What are you expecting today?
Yeah, we've been watching it on the bus, getting them pumped.
I saw he tweeted about it too. It was great.
Yeah. If they needed to be any more pumped, it's amazing, isn't it? Alpe d'Huez, the scenes, the cycling scenes, and it's iconic. So it's going to be a really cool day. And for our guys, we just got to concentrate, make sure we do all the basics really well: eating, drinking, cooling, and being switched on at the start already. Because as you said yesterday, anything can happen at any time at the moment.
Is it about trying to make up time on Jonas, or just ride really smart and not try and lose time?
I think quite simply we got to get to the finish line as quick as possible and use the riders around us. Yesterday obviously was super strong, but you never know. As I said before, you got to do the basics really well, and if we keep doing that, refueling and fueling, keep asking the question, that's all we can do.
Well, sounds like the team are fired up, mate. It should be a big day.
All right, cool. Cheers.
Chris Hamilton, what a day for the team. Romain Bardet now second on GC. You're having a fantastic tour yourself. How's the mood?
It's pretty good. Yeah, excited for today. It's hard to think that yesterday was such a crazy day already, and then today's, on paper, it's even harder. So, yeah, but everyone's in good spirits and stuff, and it's super motivating to see Romain doing so well.
And Bastille Day for a Frenchman, this is as big as it gets.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fairy tale story. Alpe d'Huez, Bastille Day, Frenchman winning, who knows? And
what's it like riding for Romain? What's his personality like?
Yeah, he's good. He's pretty relaxed. I think we've done a lot of races now together, so I sort of, we both just know what to do without having to talk, I know where he wants to ride and stuff like that, and he's pretty relaxed. Yesterday, even at the bottom of the Glivier when that group went away, he wasn't too stressed, it was just, he knew there was still a long way to go and stuff like that, so just had to put a bit of pace on, and he's a really good guy, and he's super appreciative every day of everyone helping him out, so it's great.
And it must give the team a lift when you've got a leader that is riding with aggression as well. He was aggressive, particularly on that final climb there, where you sort of think, wow, hang on, anything can happen in this race.
Yeah, for sure. He's a proper bike racer, he's just, it's entertaining. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I imagine it's entertaining to watch on TV.
Oh, mate, we're loving it.
It's entertaining to be involved, to see it in the race. So. And
tactically, how do you think it's going to pan out today?
It's hard to know. If I had to guess, I would say that Jumbo-Visma will just ride a really solid pace up there once we get to the steeper sections of the Glivier, and then if you can just a hard enough pace that if you're good enough to be in the break, you'll get there, and then they can monitor who's in the break and then never let it go too far. And then when they know there's no threat or something in there, they'll probably just let it go. But that's what I think. That's what I think they will do. But yeah, you also never know. They could start attacking themselves. Anything can happen.
Well, good luck today, mate. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Michael Storer, another big day at the tour. It was a great day for you guys. Cadu, he was solid. Pulled time on Pogacar, but how are you feeling and how's the team today?
I'm personally feeling quite tired, but I think everyone in the race is as well. Yeah, we also got a bit lucky yesterday that it came back together before the last climb. And we did well to go a nice pace, and David didn't have to follow any attacks out in front. So hopefully it feels good today.
How important is it when those attacks start going to remain calm and ride within your limits and ride at your own tempo?
If you're struggling, it's very, very important, because otherwise, especially so early in the race, because I think I didn't see exactly what happened with Pogacar, but he was probably too active and didn't stay calm enough, and he paid a very big price for that.
And obviously Bastille Day today. You're on a French team, you've got a French GC leader. How's the mood on the bus?
Yeah, pretty excited for today.
Yeah, what are you expecting from the other teams in terms of tactics?
I'm not so sure, because Jumbo-Visma has such a strong team. I think it's quite hard to actually do anything against them. So it could just be a drag race up the last climb.
We spoke yesterday about the on the head stem. Don't get dropped. Same again today?
Yeah, same plan.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks.
Caleb Ewan, congratulations, mate. You got through yesterday. How are the legs feeling for today?
They're not great, to be honest. Yesterday was pretty tough. Day before was tough also. So I think, if you can get through this one, then you can get through the tour.
How do you tackle it as a sprinter? Do you just go climb by climb, or do you have any sort of specific ways you get through stages like today?
Well, I mean, ideally you make it into gruppetto, which I haven't really successfully done the last 2 days. But hopefully, today starts straight uphill, so hopefully there's a big gruppetto straight away. But it seems like everyone's really holding on as long as possible, which makes it harder for a big gruppetto to form. But then my teammates just stay with me. So.
And how was Alan Davis's maths in the car? He was a bit stressed.
He was stressed, especially because we had the whole team with me. So it wouldn't have been ideal if the whole team went out of time limit. But I don't know. Hopefully today, if you can make it into a big group, then the whole team doesn't have to wait. A few guys will wait with me, but when I get dropped by myself, it's a bit more panic.
And obviously it's an iconic climb, Alpe d'Huez. There's going to be thousands of fans up there. How do you go as riders with that? Is it something you get excited about?
Yeah, I think Alpe d'Huez is probably the most iconic climb for me. So I've never done it before, never done it in training, never done it in a race. So, I hope that I can get there with enough time that I can kind of go up there, not full gas and enjoy the crowds and everything. But today's going to be a super tough stage. So let's see if I can make it into gruppetto and then hopefully can enjoy the last climb.
Well, I wish you all the best, mate.
Cheers. Thanks.
Have you recovered from yesterday and what's the plan of attack for today?
Yeah, first after 1 hour after the stage, I was thinking maybe I never recover from that. But actually, then I was with Urshka a little bit, nice dinner, massage, really good sleep actually. And I'm really, really happy and ready to fight.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Well, there's interviews before the start. We got the Pog, and Iffy's joining us live in the car. Can you hear me?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, all good. It was obviously going to be a massive stage, and it delivered in terms of crowd atmosphere. The Pog tried everything to gain some time on his rivals, in particular Vingegaard, but just to no avail. Too strong.
I loved your interview, mate. And when you said, "What's the plan for today?" But which today did you mean?
I know. I've got
today?
to call him Poggy. I'll use George's nickname. So.
Yeah. Look, what a day. Yeah, we saw the Pog back in form. He was attacking, but I cannot see where he's going to gain 1 inch on our mate Vingegaard because he's not letting him go anywhere. So to me, I can't see Vingegaard blowing. You can't see Pog blowing again either, but he did just the once, probably the first time in his life, and it will change things a lot. It takes me back to Eddie Merckx. Eddie Merckx cracked years back, and Alcania took 9 minutes out of him. Alcania ended up falling in that tour and breaking his hip, and Eddie ended up winning. But that was the first time Eddie actually really blown up, and I reckon it changed the way he raced after that.
Yeah, and it was great to see. We've got a couple of live comments. The duathlon Dan says the Froome dog is back. It's great to see Froomey in the break. Obviously, Pidcock was too strong, but he was winding the clock back for sure.
Look, let's take the GC race out of it because that was wonderful to watch. But that race from the front, look, Tom Pidcock. What a ride for a young bloke like that. The way he go across to that break, best descending I've ever seen, although we nearly lost it on one corner. But, it was sensational. And to get across, Froomey went with him, wonderful to see. And then Pidcock was in charge. He deserved to win. He was the strongest. And then to see Froomey, really rise up and get third on one of the, iconic stages, it's brilliant for him. So it just shows his life in the old Froome dog. So let's just see what happens over the next few months. So I think we could see him back in the race at the top end by next year. So it was wonderful to see. And our mate little South African who got second, fantastic ride. We saw him to run across the line the other day when his bike broke down, and he gave it a nudge. Menchies. It was really good. So great effort from those guys.
Talking of GC race tactics, I caught up with Andy Schleck. I wanted to ask him about what he thought of Pogacar and his tactics, and he had some great insights. So here's Andy Schleck.
Andy Schleck, probably no better person to talk to about GC race tactics. What's your opinion so far on how today Pogacar has ridden the Tour de France?
I think Pogacar, he wastes a lot of energy where unnecessary energy. The sprints, that always cost energy. And the Tour de France, you go in with a certain amount of power, let's say, and it's like a game. You have a bottle of water and you spill left and right too much. You might leak in the end. And we saw it yesterday. He didn't need to attack on Galibier. He just needed to follow, and he attacked and he anticipated, and he's playing a little bit left and right. So I think he paid all these small efforts over the last week off in the final climb and lost. Yeah. Did he lost the Tour? That's a big question. I don't think so. He'll be back tomorrow. He'll be back today. Very strong, I believe. I predict him as a stage winner today. And he's still, he got charisma, and this won't be the end of him.
Given that he's lost teammates as well and he's isolated, I mean, how important is it to race smart?
But it all matters on him now. What does he want to do? He got one more chance. He needs to take some time back, and then we have to see how it goes into the time trial. It is really open, the Tour. I think it's really open. Jumbo-Visma, incredible strong team, one of the strongest teams I've seen the last decade. They are all up there, they all can climb, and with the Wout van Aert, who did, for me, yesterday, the man of the day. The way he rode, what he did was the man of the day. So today need to be really, really smart and clever, and not attacking 10 times, but attack once and get time out of the others, because he still have this punch and power that he can drop them technically in Alpe today. I really do believe so, but it needs to be all in his favour now, otherwise the Tour is gone.
I was going to say, how is he going to pull this time back? Obviously, we've got the time trial coming up. We might pull back a minute, but how do you pull back such a big clump of time?
You got to attack. I mean, you need to be able to lose the Tour in order to win it, and this should be his tactic now. There's a fair chance today, Hotakam. I'm not so sure, because we also go high in altitude. And altitude above 2,000 meters, watts per kilo. As a matter of fact, that he is quite a lot heavier than Jonas Vingegaard, so Jonas have an advantage in high altitude. But up to it is not that high, and I think if nothing happens today, it looks for me more in favour to Jonas Vingegaard than to Tadej Pogacar.
And a rider's insight on when you go into the red zone, are you able to recover the following day, or does it take a lot out of you?
Well, I'm not 100% sure what happened yesterday. I think, he ran out of energy, and I do think he had like a hunger fled, which is very good for the day after, because everything you eat and you absorb and you drink after such a hunger flat, let's say, goes straight into your muscles and your body. And yeah, it's possible that he's in a really good day today after yesterday's failure.
Oh, well, it'll be fireworks for sure. We look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we haven't talked about Ineos. Garrett Thomas is as strong as I have seen him so far. He won on Alpe d'Huez. It's his climb. The slopes are, the steepness is just what he needs. I hope that he can, still move to the front, but I want to see Ineos, going out there. There was no one in breakaway yesterday from Ineos. I hope they change tactic a little bit today, because Lotare, the beginning, is very favorable for breakaway. They have backwinds, so it will be really fast then. And I would put Roglic, Roglic in the breakaway as well, and then make a move on Telegraph with Jonas in order to gain more time and secure it until the time trial.
Well, would you say Ineos have ridden a tactically very smart race to this point?
They've been really defensive till this point. We haven't seen anything from them. They claimed they would ride an aggressive tour, but right now they are more following the big guys and not defending where they are right now, but not offensive. G yesterday, good. He gained time back, but not enough. And I think he will improve his shape over the next week.
Some great insights there from Andy Schleck, and particularly what he was saying about, Pogačar, wasting so much energy. We were talking about that yesterday, and I like his analogy of it's like a full bottle of water and you keep spilling water side to side, you're going to pay the price at some point.
I can remember my dad saying to me when I was younger, it's like a bucket. You've got a bucket of sand with a hole in the bottom. How much pressure you put on the top of that bucket is how quick the sand runs out. So the more pressure you put on, the quicker the sand runs out. That was his analogy when I was a youngster. It's not far out either.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I've got more pre-race interviews, a couple of the Danish riders to talk about how big it is for Danish cycling. So stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike. 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Thanks again to Bike Exchange. If you need anything bike related, as we always say, go to bikeexchange.com.au. Mountain bike, road bike, any accessories, and they've got a sale on e-bikes at the moment, so get across and check it out. And they've been a great support of the show, so we want to continue to say thanks for everything that they've been doing for the detour. Samantha Ince has live comment. She says, new favourite Tom Pidcock. What an awesome display of downhill brilliance. My mouth is still open, and the free ranger backs that up as well. He says Pidcock's descending skills next level. Andy Matthews, thanks for the support, mate. He says, hi guys, love that Dan is still getting all the important interviews every day. Keep up the great work. And Therese says, great interviews, Dan. Appreciate the support. Here's a combination. I want to speak to a few of the Danish guys. We went through this with Cadel Evans, obviously, when he won the Tour in 2011, how big it was for Australian cycling. So I thought I'd catch up with Magnus and Christian Jensen and just get a sense of, the pride having a Danish rider in the yellow jersey.
How long do we have? Half an hour?
Yeah, we got about half an hour.
Ah, good man.
Hey, how you travelling, mate?
Pretty good, yeah. I'm enjoying myself. Obviously, it's been a big day for Danish or last big couple of days, last 2 days for Danish cycling with Maggie. Unfortunately, though, pipping Schulze on the line, I think I would have. I think I can be honest and say I would have preferred to have seen Nick win that stage, but regardless, then it was an impressive ride by Nick. And then yesterday with Jonas Vingegaard winning and taking the yellow jersey is quite special. But for us, it's about getting through the next couple of mountain stages and then focusing on what we can do with Bling and Nick the next couple of days.
I was going to say Maggie's had his turn. Jonas has had his turn.
When's my turn?
Joker is due, mate.
That's what I've been saying the last 11 years of my career. So hopefully I have, what do I have, 10, 12 stages? 10 stages left?
Plenty.
I mean, I'm just waiting. But I didn't even want to go on the break yesterday.
No, fair enough. Save your bullets.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, we've seen how big it was when Cadel Evans won the Tour de France in 2011. How big is this for Danish cycling to have Jonas in the leader's jersey and looking very, very strong and is the favourite now to win it?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it only sort of amplifies the whole atmosphere that we started off with in Copenhagen. But we've seen it the last couple of years the amount of Danish talent that's come up through professional cycling, and Jonas, he obviously proved himself last year with the second place. And I mean, if you were to go on, just the fact that he has the yellow jersey, he's won a Queen stage of the Tour is huge. Also, just for modern cycling, a young rider. And if you were to go on and win in Paris, I mean, I can't imagine what that'll mean for cycling in general. It'll be mega.
Well, it might help your contract as well because they go, he's a Danish cyclist, he's a hitter. Might be able to put a few zeros on it.
I don't need Vingegaard to help me with that. But yeah, I mean, all the attention that it can draw towards myself, I mean, I'll have it.
Why not, mate?
Yeah.
Well, good luck today,
All
hide
right,
out, and
thanks,
then we
Dan.
expect big things on the weekend.
Yeah, big man.
Magnus Kort, geez, what a tour for Danish cycling, mate. They must be up and about with Jonas in the leader's jersey and looking like he's probably going to go close to winning it.
Yeah, no, it is crazy. It's not often that we have had Danish riders in the yellow, and especially not like with a good shot at winning. So it is huge, and Tour de France in Denmark is already a big thing, and then being in yellow, that's really I'm sure the whole country is up and bouncing around right now.
We spoke to Chris Juhl Jensen before. He's feeling a bit left out. Do you feel a bit sorry for the Joker? Do you reckon he'll come good on the weekend? Try something?
Yeah, there's still many days left now, and a lot of opportunities also for him.
And today's stage looks like a good one for Michael Woods or Rigoberto Urán to try something in the break and do something in the final, you think?
Yeah, it could be. We see what happens, but it could be from the break. But Alpe is also such a big mountain that maybe one of the GC guys wants to have a crack at it.
Now, we've seen you wind the crowds up when you've taken points for the KOM. What about Alpe d'Huez? You going to get him going?
I think I had enough trouble just finishing yesterday, so that'll be my main focus today again, is getting safely through the stage.
And good hotel last night, mate?
No, yesterday was terrible actually. I myself was really tired also, and it was just too warm and no internet, so yeah.
Well, you're due for a good one then.
Yeah, I hope they have something on Alpe d'Huez that's better.
All right, mate. Best luck today.
Thank you.
Magnus Kort, obviously disappointed with the hotel and the Wi-Fi. It looks like you've got a few Wi-Fi issues at the moment. If you're starting to scramble.
Yeah. Yes, I have, but I don't think Magnus had a good hotel yet, has he?
No, it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it at all. Let's have a look at the stage 13 profile.
Well, you can hear me.
Now,
We might get cut off. Yeah, I was going to talk about today, because I reckon this is a really good day for Bling. I reckon Michael Matthews, good day for Michael. Nick Schulze as well, but all those types of riders, of course. Your mate, the Russian German, he'll be in for the big chance today.
Yep. And it might play into Michael's cards if if a breakaway goes, or it'll probably all come together anyway. But you'll have Pogacar staying with the GC guys, and Wout van Aert will be protecting his leader as well. He'll probably still be able to go for the stage, but they'll definitely have other focuses. So Blink can just hone in on the stage. So we'll try and catch up with Whitey and a few of the bike exchange guys before the start. Free Ranger says, good to see Danish cycling back on a high after the sour note left by Rasmussen, the chicken. Jan Boardman picking up G's Gillett at the start this morning from the Beefeaters. My relay league is about to take it to Mend. So they're doing a relay with his Gillett, I think. And Samantha asks, how's George going? We'll check in with him this morning because I'll ask him, one, how he's going, and then if he's got any messages for Froome, if we can pass them on. Looks like your internet is a bit average, iffy. So the pick for today is obviously Michael Matthews. It should come together there for the final. There's a Cat 3. We're looking about 40K from the finish. It still is very hot. I think they're expecting about 35 degrees along the race route at the moment. So riders will have to stay hydrated. If his internet's just dropped out. So we want to say thanks for tuning in. YouTube.com/Detour Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, tell all your mates. We'll be back again tomorrow with more coverage of the tour. See you then, guys.